let's make Israel independent from the United States. That's not good for the United States. And this is going to sound like, counterintuitive. It's actually, ironically, America first to make these countries dependent on us.
I mean, you know what this sounds like to me, guys? Sounds like a big boo-boo by Nick and his fam up there on the stage. Sounds like they know very well that Israel does not control the United States of America. So my team just sent me a video here that Nick Fuentes was live on X, basically arguing that giving aid to Israel is in America's interests, and that it's in fact not an American first policy. So he's arguing this, and he's been very vocal, obviously, about his rejection, essentially, of American foreign aid to Israel for many reasons. So let's take a listen to what Nick has to say here. It's just like a static video, but you'll see that even we have people like Myron on there and just a bunch of amazing people here to join the conversation.
Libya, they all got cleared out, and people don't even realize most of them, right? I mean, people know Iraq and Afghanistan, but then you had the Syrian civil war, then you had the war in Yemen, then you had the civil war in Sudan, you had this war in Somalia, in the regime change in Libya.
So it's really not. It's not a presidential agenda. The agenda is already there. The president just fulfills it.
Yeah, but he can. But his job is to stop it. It's in the interest of America to stop it, because this is not good for America. Because they're saying the president's policy is, let's make Israel independent from the United States. That's not good for the United States. And this is going to sound like, counterintuitive, but you could look it up. Last summer, all the Jews got to, this sounds dumb the way I'm saying it, but look up Tablet Magazine. It's a Jewish paper.
I knew he was going to bring up Tablet. Oh my God, they love to hijack. And look, let's just let this play.
In July 2023, they did a symposium on foreign aid to Israel. And so all their contributors wrote, for or against, whether we should get rid of it or not get rid of it. And the guy's name is Siegel. He's like a prominent neocon. His dad's a big neocon, and they're connected to everybody. And the main article says we need to get rid of foreign aid to Israel, but not for the reason that you think. We all thought we were based for being against foreign aid to Israel, and for obvious reasons. We need to spend the tax dollars here. True. But what Siegel, I think his name's Jacob Siegel, his dad's Fred Siegel. What Jacob Siegel argues is, no, we need to get rid of the foreign aid to Israel because it's acting as golden handcuffs. They're saying that as the left becomes more anti-Israel and the left is hegemonic, the United States will use the aid that they give to Israel to leverage Israel and restrain Israel. He said, so we need to get rid of the foreign aid so that we could be completely independent and we could do whatever we want, and the United States can't control us. So the most militant Zionists are now actually arguing against the foreign aid. And that's why, by the way, when Matt Walsh at Daily Wire says we shouldn't send foreign aid to Israel, and Jeremy Boring and Ben Shapiro say, oh, well, you don't get fired.
I'm based because I don't believe in foreign aid. I'm so based.
Exactly. And Shapiro and Boring say, oh, see, we allow a rebuttal. We allow the different opinion on our show. Yeah, that's because that actually helps them. They don't want the foreign aid because some of these like so-called revisionist Zionists, Jewish maximalists, they want to get rid of the foreign aid so they have the freedom of action. And J.D. Vance, look into him. He runs a hedge fund. He was with Peter Thiel. The guy's like a Straussian. J.D. Vance says we need to arm Israel so that they can conduct an independent foreign policy. We need to arm them so that they can confront Iran. So this is the policy, and the policy is to make Israel independent of us. But we want these countries. It's actually, ironically, America first to make these countries dependent on us. Same thing. It's going to sound counterintuitive. I don't support the war in Ukraine, but it is indisputable that the war in Ukraine has made Europe more dependent on the United States. And it is bad for Europe. It is very bad for Europe. It is lethal for Germany. Germany will never recover from the economic damage of Nord Stream 1 being destroyed by the United States because they need the cheap energy.
I mean, you know what this sounds like to me, guys? Sounds like a big boo-boo by Nick and his fam up there on the stage. Sounds like they know very well that Israel does not control the United States of America the way that all of them and the rest of the anti-Israel pro-Palestinian camp have supposedly claimed the past 2 years, that like this fucking slither of land the size of Jersey controls 50 fucking states. This was them openly admitting that the aid comes with restraint of action and that America literally effectively controls Israel when push comes to shove. Isn't that what you guys heard? Or am I just tripping right now? Anyways, I think that there's a big conversation around how Israel does need to not depend on aid from America. I think Israel could flourish, man. We have the ability. Let me tell you, we have the ability. Fuck. This fucking some of the smartest people in the world are born, bred here. This is it. This is the epicenter. Fucking North Compass faces this place right here. This is it. You don't get more nucleus than this, my guy. Like this is really the fucking vibe, bro. God, man, I fucking love this place. There's a lot about Israel I don't fucking like, but fuck, man. This place is just a vibe, bro. I just totally wanted to fucking take a left turn here from Nick and talk about how much I love Israel. So I know that wasn't part of the video. Anyways, love you all. Links below if you'd like to support me in my work. Here's a note from me. Here are 4 ways you can help us grow if you believe in our mission. On Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal, you can directly contribute to helping this message grow and reach more people across the world. If you want to join the inner circle, join our Patreon with different tiers, and of course, our Discord community, which is free with people from all across the world. The links to every single one are in the description. And last but not least, to the other Brock community, I love you. Ani ohev otchem. I'll see you guys next time.